ancient West Africans used gold as currency before Europeans arrived. So I have a report and I'm finna go in on the details because yes, this is a real thing. Yes, this is a real thing. So we're finna turn up. We're finna turn up. We're finna turn up. We're finna turn up. This is a real report, and we're finna turn up. So, long before European colonization, West Africa had a thriving financial system centered around gold. Powerful empires like Mali, Ghana, Songhai controlled vast gold mines that made them some of the wealthiest civilizations of their time. Unlike Europe, where coins were the standard, these empires used gold dust as currency. Traders carried small leather pouches filled with gold dust and used dedicated scales to measure exact amounts for transactions. Timbuktu, one of the most famous cities in Mali, was not just a center of learning, but also a major financial hub. Merchants from North Africa, the Middle East, and even parts of Europe traveled there to trade in gold, salt, and other valuable goods. Gold from West Africa was so abundant that it supplied much of the medieval world, shaping economies far beyond the continent. One of the most striking examples of this wealth was Mansa Musa, the emperor of Mali, who was so rich that his spending caused inflation in cities as far away as Cairo. His empire's financial system was sophisticated, with gold trade fueling vast networks of commerce. The wealth generated in this period laid the foundation for West Africa's lasting economic significance, with regions like modern-day Ghana still being referred to as the Gold Coast. This history reveals that Africa was not just a resource supplier, but a key player in the global economy long before the arrival of European traders. So, I could really just drop the mic right there. If you know history, you know Black Americans come from West Africa. We are the West Africans. I don't know how the hell we go from having gold as currency to ending up slaves, but you tell me something I don't know. We go from being one of the most wealthiest people to the poorest and slaves and shit like that. Nobody knows nothing. But we apparently come from having gold as currency and such an abundance of gold. Wow, that's almost like the polar opposite of our shit now. But it's nice to know. And it says long before European colonization. So we got the Europeans to thank, huh? We should figure out how we go about that. We have the Europeans to thank. Me being half and half, I don't know what to do. I am half African, half European. So I'm conflicted, but I'm like, this is some BS, man. I grew up black, for the record. Even though I'm half white, I grew up entirely black. I grew up in the projects. My white dad wasn't around. So I grew up black at least. I grew up in the projects and I went through everything everybody else in the projects went through. So I was right there, literally, like, I went through everything everybody else was going through at the time. So I don't know how the hell we go from having gold as currency to that, to the bottom in the projects. you know. But all that's a conversation for another day. I'm just bringing you this report. And I don't know how we can go back and fix any of this. I don't know how we can go back and get our shit back, or even if that's even possible. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have the answers. Like I say, this is a report. You could go do your own homework on this if you want. You don't have to take my word for it. This is legit informational stuff I have here. Like I say, you go do your own homework and tell me what you come back with. Mansa Musa being one of the richest men ever, if not the richest man ever, and he's a West African. Basically, he's one of us. So, yeah, quick thoughts.